Our next movie was a sleeper hit at this year's Cannes Film Festival, and seeing it a second time recently, I appreciated even more what director Kevin Smith has been able to do with a rock-bottom budget and a first-class comic imagination in the film Clerks.
In the season premiere of the second season of Married with Children, they go to Florida, and there's like an axe murderer in that episode. But the whole town excuses that axe murderer because he was the man that shook the hands of Andy Griffith. And that's who I feel Kevin Smith kind of is in New Jersey. He went to Hollywood, he met big celebrities, and then he went back to New Jersey. Are you understanding what I'm saying, Ivan?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Okay, we're going to review Clerks because, Clerks, the major motion picture, the black and white one, the second one, and the third one.
We should probably preface all of this by saying this is probably going to be a spoiler review. Shocker.
Dude, you spoiled fucking Clerks, bro? Fuck! God, fuck, bro!
You ruined my fucking New Jersey lore, goddammit!
Dude, this was our fucking movie.
Hey, this was our fucking movie. What are you doing?
Is that like your Jersey accent?
It's like a New Yorker that moved to New Jersey. I don't know. New Jersey's just Ohio, but more so.
Yeah. It's just Ohio with more fucking wops.
It's kind of funny because I have a brother that actually lives in New Jersey, and he came over to visit, he left just, today, literally. And he was showing me some, the neighborhood that he lives in, and it's, right on the beach. It's, right in, central-ish, south-ish Jersey. right on the beach, and those motherfuckers just build houses on the coast on concrete filled in little docks, and they have nothing around them for miles. You'll just see random little suburbs of boathouse, boat garage fucking places it's goddamn Louisiana or Florida or some shit. And around it for 10 miles is just sandy soil and maybe a single Wawa, which, if for those uninitiated, a Wawa is a gas station.
Wawa?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you call it a Wawa?
I don't know. I don't know. Those New Jerseyans, like I said, are Ohioans, but more Ohioan. So anyways, Clerks. Let's start with the first movie, Clerks.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
When I was on the top of the North Tower and everyone was screaming and panicking, I was like, I wasn't even supposed to be here today. Get it, guys? Get it?
I get it.
You get it? You get it? You fucking get it?
I get it.
That's cool, bro.
I think I get it, man. Comment down below if you think you get it.
Yeah, I get it. You know what else you could get?
What?
My dick.
Oh my fucking god, shut up. I thought you were going to actually say something clever, and then you pull out the dick joke. Pulling out the dick joke within the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes, dick joke. Everybody, welcome to Zoomer Tombstone. First 5 minutes of the podcast, it's a dick joke.
We gotta spice up our podcast. We gotta add some more edge to it, baby. This is
sentence enhancers. Hey guys, wow, wackadoodle. We got cock joke. Cock joke.
I don't know. I mean, the movie has dick jokes. I mean, have you ever tried to suck your own penis?
Who hasn't? That's a better question.
Me?
You haven't believed the whole Marilyn Manson removed a rib or something so he could suck his own cock?
Wait, did he actually do that on camera?
No.
If you're committed enough to remove a fucking rib, you should at least film it show up.
That was a rumor.
Well, then it's a fake fucking rumor then.
Yeah, it is a fake fucking rumor.
Marilyn Manson did not suck his own penis. I just Okay, myth busted.
It's unthinkable.
Myth busted.
Myth busted.
I once had a friend who told me that like her boyfriend at the time like sucked his own penis right in front of her, and I believe her. I think she's telling the truth. So it's possible. I'm sure if you look it up, you could see a guy sucking his own penis.
Only the true masters of the art of suckage can master self-fellation.
Is it gay to suck your own penis?
A little.
Damn. That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, we're not homophobic. If you want to suck your own penis, we won't judge.
Yeah, we don't judge. You know, we at Zoomer Tombstone don't judge if you enjoy sucking weenies.
Sucking your penis is actually pretty cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know, I think I think it's a pretty novel ground. You know, I think it's pretty groundbreaking. We need
No,
more
it's
media.
actually
We need more
pretty.
self-felating media.
I'm pretty homophobic when it comes to self-fellatio. Okay,
But you just said you weren't.
I changed my mind.
Aw, man. See, you can't change your mind.
Yeah, dude.
Aw, darn.
What the fuck are we even talking about? Let's actually talk about the movie.
All right. So, the first Clerks movie, some background about it. Kevin's. I keep saying.
It's the easiest fucking name to say, Kevin Smith.
I know. I keep mixing him up with Kevin James. God damn it.
It's also the easiest fucking name in the world.
I know, but they're both fat guys.
I don't know. Like, Kevin James is a more muscular fat guy. You know, Kevin Smith is more like a, hey, here's a Twinkie fat guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, homeboy?
Kinda. Anyways, Kevin Smith, when he first made Clerks, he made that on a budget of like $27,000, which in the '90s was like, I don't know, like $50,000 or some shit. And he made he got the budget for that by like begging people and like maxing out credit cards for this like shot in the dark movie. And he ended up making like $4 million like in the box office.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there was a heavier barrier at the time, you know? Like, there wasn't the internet for any amateur to, like, put their shit on. So it's pretty impressive. I mean, the first Clerks movie is practically a student movie, like a film school movie, but it is a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, even though it's like practically like a film student movie, I kind of found some inspiration in that because I thought, wow, if some joker could like and his friends could just like shit out a movie like this and do really well, like anybody can.
You know how there's like a military industrial complex?
Yeah.
I bet there's a film school industrial complex, and Kevin Smith was in charge of that because his movies made a lot of kids want to go to film school.
I think that's a really fucking stupid comparison. But no, I mean like as like a film guy, as like a film student, Kevin Smith was like weirdly inspirational because you know, it really just made me think like really at the end of the day, all you're doing is just kind of like throwing up some bullshit and putting it out there. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, then they don't, you know. And apparently like a big reason why it was shot in black and white was because he's one of those guys who was like really anal about like color grading, and they referenced that in Clerks III because spoiler alert.
I soy faced when Silent Bob mentioned the black and white.
Oh yeah, which Silent Bob in Clerks III just ended up being like a Kevin Smith self-insert character.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I love you, baby, but you got to tone it down just a little bit.
It's like, look, man, we get it that that's you, but he's still Silent Bob, you know? You gotta play the part.
Yeah. It's
You
like,
can't-
commit to the character, bro.
You can't just turn around and be like, oh, hey guys, Kevin Smith here. I actually really fucking hated it when I had to film in this convenience store and I had to, you know, I had to shoot it in black and white because I thought it'd be artistically cool.
Yeah, okay, Silent Bob is not Deadpool, okay?
Yeah.
Should we, like, jump into all the movies as a whole, or should we just stick to the first one?
I mean, what more is there to say about the first one? I mean,
Well, there's a lot to fucking say about it.
I mean, yeah, but like, what more is there to say that others haven't said? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think okay. So the movie is kind of weird because like every character is like right on some things and wrong on some things. Like Dante is okay, Dante is a shitty employee because he closes the shop to go play hockey, but there's also like this thing where it's like his girlfriend Veronica is she's great throughout the whole movie. She brings him lasagna, all this shit. Dante is he doesn't appreciate her, but it's also like I don't know, like Veronica like bitches that Dante is like wasting his like life working at a convenience store
Mm.
when it's like look, you're 22. It's fine for a 22-year-old to work at a convenience store. It's not wasting your fucking life, okay? It's a fucking job. In any other country, a person would be like, "Oh, I work at a convenience store. Maybe if I work hard enough, I could own this place." But I guess in America, we kind of view like these jobs as like punchlines, and whenever you try to humanize these jobs, you just get like fucking like butthurt like business finance degree guys going like, well, I went to school for my extra money, and it's like no one's saying like a convenience store worker should have more money than someone who went to college, but it's just saying like stop treating these jobs like a punchline, and maybe guys like Dante would treat their jobs with more respect and not close down to play hockey, And, okay, I'm going all over the place
I
here.
think it kind of showed how even back in the '90s, people kind of viewed jobs like that as being a complete trap. Just no social mobility at all, no upwards mobility of any kind. Just you're gonna work here until you die. But the thing about a job like that is that when people think of a job that's like, you're working at a convenience store, or you're doing like convenience store shit, that's like a part-time job. Whenever has a part-time job like been like a career for people? Because like you can't really make a career out of a part-time job. It's you
Well,
know
I mean, I don't know. He works full time. He works from like the morning to the night. He's like practically the only one in the store working. I think he does provide like a valuable service. The problem is that he just doesn't take it seriously because, well, everyone in society treats him like a fucking joke. And it's like if these jobs were just humanized a little bit, maybe the employees would have a little more self-respect and actually a better service.
I mean, yeah, I can agree with that because throughout the whole movie, throughout the whole run of the movie, one of the big like haha points was, oh, look at how fucking like bad the customers treat this guy. Like look at how
Yeah.
shitty this job is.
Now, this is the thing that's really weird about the movie is that it's not really one-sided because it's like the customers are shitty, but the employees like Randall, especially Randall, are like Randall is a really shitty employee in the movie. As funny as Randall is, I'm surprised no one in fucking Jersey has like killed this motherfucker yet.
Yeah,
He just,
he's like a giga slacker. He's like a just this asshole quippy fuck who sits around in a video store watching movies all day.
and it's weird because like Randall's a complete piece of shit at his job, and he's a piece of shit to customers, but I know it's like he respects women at least in this first movie more than Dante because Dante is trying to like fuck around
Mhm.
girlfriend, and even Randall has some like slight disgust about that. It's weird because it's like there's not really like a morally above it all character in this movie.
Going on from that though, something that I kind of felt from Clerks was that the whole movie kind of just reeked of this sort of like I'm 20 and this is deep sort of plot line, but it kind of does it like that sort of style of plot line in like a decent way. Like I've seen this replicated a bunch in film school where like people make really emotionally charged movies with no substance, so it just comes off as being like whoa, so deep, so deep, so deep. But
I
like
mean,
Clerks is one of the few that kind of do it in like a clever sort of way.
well, I mean, this movie is a collection of skits. Like, let's be clear. This
Yeah,
is like,
it's a collection of skits that makes up like a slice of life movie.
yeah, and I mean, some egghead like douchebags are like, Clerks is the anti-establishment movie that spoke for a generation. It's like, no, it's just a goofy, fun movie with some social commentary in it, but nothing really feels like too much in your face, which I kind of see as a flaw maybe because it felt like there needed to be more of a statement. I felt like say that customer service, no, say that customers are shitty, like, you know, but it's hard to say that when you have Randall being a complete dick to customers.
Well, that's the thing about like 1990s movies, is especially movies like this from the 90s, is that they always have to have like some kind of like counterbalance to everything. You can't just have a statement be said. The statement always has to be like ironically contradicted for humor. Where it's like, oh, the customers are shitty. Okay, the clerks are gonna be shitty too.
But then again, it's like this is why I'm so indecisive about the first movie, because it's like, well, then again, it's like the nuance is kind of nice too, that we just kind of live in a society where like everyone's an asshole to each other. You know,
I mean, that is something that I appreciated, was the nuance, but after a whole bunch of just nuance in the movie, you know, it kind of gets to a point where there's so much nuance that there's no overarching story being said other than, well, they ain't this wacky.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the movie does just kind of end.
Yeah.
And I mean, the speech Randall gives to Dante is a well-written speech, but it's mostly just for at his character, not really for anything like on a bigger scale, really.
There's nothing overarching. You know, there's nothing that kind of links the whole movie together. It's just kind of like, hey, wow, look at this. This is a slice of life at this place. Isn't it wacky? And you know what it kind of reminds me of?
Yeah.
Weirdly enough. It reminds me of, and I'm going to sound like a massive fucking weeaboo for this, but it reminds me in a way of Azumanga Daioh, which is a slice of life anime based off of a...
like I know what a JPEG is?
Based off of a 4-panel comic. And the reason why I say it reminds me of that is because the show directly adapts 4-panel comic strips into like gags for the episode. And every episode is just a string of those gags put together. And that's kind of what this reminds me of, except it's in like movie form. You know, it's like they took a bunch of like 4-panel comics and they strung them together.
I made this years ago. I made like a very angry video at Kevin Smith. I don't know why I was angry. I was so stupid, but one of my complaints about him was like, he really should have switched to the television genre instead of doing movies, because I see Clerks as a very episodic thing, especially with all these skits. And I could see like this like black and white style being like used for like a 3-season show on Showtime or HBO or something, kind of in the same vein of how the Tenacious D guys got their own show. I know there's the Clerks cartoon, which is fucking amazing, but that's a whole different beast.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Kevin Smith's style really would lend well to a series. Because then you could focus individual kind of skits and, you know, topics just in one episode and it would feel more coherent. This, in movie form, while it is a little refreshing, it's also a little, I don't know, weird.
Well, I mean, I can see Clerks, Kevin Smith, after the success of Clerks, like the movie could have been like a pilot in a way, and he could have like brought these characters into TV show form, because it's like Dante and Randall, they're not cinematic characters, but they do make very good episodic characters.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Something also that I found kind of funny was that in a weird way, Kevin Smith ended up kind of founding the idea of a cinematic universe in the 90s, because he created the View Askew-niverse, named after his production company, View Askew Productions, which, you know, they made like a bunch of like other crappy movies, and they made a couple like Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Hey, Mallrats was good. It's been a while since I've seen like I don't think I've seen Chasing Amy, but I remember seeing Dogma. I thought that was okay. But Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back is literally a 10 out of 10 movie.
Have you seen the rebooted one?
No, I have not.
That one, I think, canonically in the View Askew universe, takes place directly before Clerks III.
Okay. I guess I should have seen it, but
It's a companion piece. It's not mainline. But anyways, like I feel like Marvel kind of stole his thunder, you know?
the Marvel Universe was a thing before the movies, so it's can't really say they stole it.
I mean, was it?
Yeah. The
Didn't
comic
No, I mean like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, but it's like they're an adaptation of the Marvel comics, which all take place in a universe.
Yeah, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe of, unifying all the movies together into one big canon wasn't really a thing yet.
Well, I mean, if it was a thing in the fucking 30s with like Frankenstein meets Dracula or like Blackula or fucking Count Chocula.
No, come on, those were event movies.
Are you telling me Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back was not an event movie?
No,
Are you
because
telling me
it's
that was not the biggest thing of 2001?
because it's part of the View Askew universe. It's all part of a cinematic universe. It's like the Thor 2 of the View Askew universe.
You don't. So are you telling me that like the Mummy meets? Was that a gunshot?
No, that was my fucking cat. Hold on. Let me separate the felids.
All right. Well, while Ivan's doing that, I'm gonna talk to the
Jesus.
audience about the Charmin bears. Do you guys think the blue Charmin bears are hotter than the red ones? Like when you see the red Charmin bear shaking his ass, does that turn you on more than the blue Charmin bear shaking his ass? These are questions I often think about. And those commercials, it's like the dad bear shaking his ass in front of his whole family. You know, it's like, why you gotta be shaking that ass in front of me?
All right, I'm back. So, yeah, my cats, they love to attack each other after one of them gets out.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I think it's because one of them smells different. So, like,
smells pretty good.
yesterday, one of my cats escaped, and I brought him back, and then I gave him a bath. And I gave the other one a bath, too, and now they just fucking hate each other.
That's cute.
They won't leave each other alone. So that's pretty awesome. You're going to have to edit this part out.
No, I talked about the Charmin bears to the audience.
Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess your audience is going to get like a jump scare from the sound of my cat like attacking my blinds.
Nah, it's most of our listeners are in America, so they'll just think it's like a gunshot and not even think about it.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just canonically say that I live inside of a Walmart, and this is just like an everyday occurrence.
Wow, hashtag topical.
Wow, hashtag gun safety.
Is it really that topical? The last shooting was not in a Walmart. It's been a while since we got in a Walmart shooting.
What was... I can't even keep track of them.
Yeah, let's not talk about shootings on talking about Clerks.
Yeah, we need to keep it advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
We gotta keep it PG-13. We can't...
Holy frick.
We can't say no fucking bad words, alright?
Dude, HE double hockey stick.
Dude, what the heck? Anywho, back on to Clerks. So, Clerks, the movie, first one, I thought was pretty good. It kind of has that, amateurish college sort of movie feel to it. But even with that sort of feel to it, it doesn't really, affect the movie at all very much. It's kind of a very endearing, sort of grounded movie. Even though it's all just, a bunch of interconnected skits, it still, feels like kind of a generational, timepiece, you know?
Yeah, so I think Clerks was a good movie. It did a lot for indie movies, but it's still a student film. It is a bit amateurish, but there's nothing wrong with that because you can sense there's passion in this.
Did Kevin
And
Smith
quite
even go to
frankly,
college?
Uh, I don't fucking know. What do I look like? His like biographer?
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up right now. I want to see if he did.
Yeah, maybe he
Because
went to clown college. Am I right?
holy shit, he named his daughter Harley Quinn. Bruh.
That's that's cool.
Let's see. He went to high school,
Oh.
and that's it.
Well, he went to New Jersey high school, so it's practically a middle school. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, he went to glue sniffer school.
uh, okay, I guess we should move on to Clerks II.
Oh wait, no, I forgot to mention here. Going back to the original Clerks. Rewind. Um, fucking, he based like a lot of his humor off of the like comedy movie from back in like 1990 called Slacker, which was just like about a guy kind of a slacker. It's made by Richard Linklater, and he actually did go to film school, but he only went to film school for 4 months.
That's all you need, baby.
So
Yeah.
if we compare, if we compare cock sizes, if you will, I went to film school for 2 years. He went for 4 months. That means I'm like, I don't know, like what, 4 times more qualified than him.
Then where's your movie?
I don't got a fucking movie, man.
Where's your fucking movie?
I'm a fucking loser. I don't got a movie. Well, I have YouTube videos, but not a movie. Anyways,
You gotta make your own Clerks and have me as the star.
oh hell yeah, Clerks starring Synth Cool.
Yeah,
What are you gonna be? Are you gonna be the Dante? Or are you gonna be the Randall?
I'm gonna be Randall because I'm witty and I'm funny and I'm awesome and I'm not Dante, aka a cuck.
Dude, I'm sorry. I got distracted. I just found a I found a picture of Kevin Smith from 2008. He was fat as fuck.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
He was about as big as like probably bigger than me, and that's saying something. I'm a fat fuck.
Well, I guess that heart attack did help. He lost a bunch of weight, so maybe every fat guy should get a heart attack. You know?
Oh God, how? Okay, so he made Clerks 2 in 2006. So Clerks 2, 2006 movie. It reeks of the Bush era.
How so?
It just everything about it just feels so bleak, you know? Like it's set in a time after, the convenience store, and they're all working in a fucking like corporate fast food chain, and they're just like talking about fucking Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings.
What I mean,
And it's just
how is that any worse than the conversations people have today of like, will Deadpool say chimichanga? It's just like these dumbass conversations have been happening since the dawn of time.
no, I know, but there's something like very specific about like the 2000s, like the Bush era, and
mean-
like for some reason Star Wars being included in it. I can't quite put it on the tip of my tongue, but there's something about it that just reminds me of Bush and Cheney in power.
Look, I get what you're trying to say. We could skip the egghead talk. Unesthetic. The 2000s were the most unesthetic decade of all time.
Yeah.
It was just growing up in the 2000s. They were fucking ugly ass decade.
Yeah.
Just the aesthetic, the just trash over the fucking thing. Like at least in the 80s, there was like some color to it. Like I'm sure there was trash all over like the streets in the 80s, but at least there was like pretty colors and bubblegum pop music that you could feel like flamboyant enough to like dance away from the ogreish ugliness.
It like the 2000s, I don't know what it was. It just for me it always felt like a time of like severe hypocrisy, where like we were, out, fighting some war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and everywhere you just saw all this patriotic bullshit. And then you just see like movies, movies and media, and just in real life, people working at these like corporate fucking clown car places, where it's just like, I don't know, just there's like a neural link for me, right, between like Clerks II, Bush and Cheney, the Iraq War, and for some reason also the movie Super Size Me.
Okay, but like when you said there's like hypocrisy, what do you think Clerks 2 is hypocritical or what?
No, I don't think Clerks 2 itself is hypocritical. I think the like aesthetic of the whole decade feels hypocritical, Like
Yeah.
like everything's all like kind of like corporate and cheery and kind of like, like you can see that represented well in the like the ridiculous like God, I'm like stalling on my words here. The ridiculous like fast food chain they work at, like Movies or whatever. How it's all just like cow themed, like the door like moves when it opens. It's just, I don't know. There's just something weird about that whole time period that just feels so like plastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, at least like the fast food places of now, they sort of like dropped all that corny like "hey there" shit.
Yeah.
Like a Taco Bell in the 2000s, like tried to be like a Mexican Star Trek inside, and now it's just like more like modernist, like just kind of just there's tables, there's trash.
I don't know. There's always something strange to me about that sort of whole decade of just seeing things get really like wacky, colorful, and kind of like cheery looking, while like a lot of these like corporations are like doing evil shit. Fast food chains around that time were putting in like trans fats in their food and giving people heart attacks, and they were like supersizing all their meals to like kill people, and they were maybe not to kill people but like to sell more, and you just had like all this like Star Spangled bullshit at the same time.
Commercials from the 2000s were the fucking worst.
Yeah.
They didn't even like like commercials nowadays. They do like this like meta ironic thing, which it's like, yeah,
It's cringe as fuck. It's cringe
But
as fuck. Whenever I think of like 2000s commercials, I always think of like those infomercials that are like overly edited for no reason, where it's like you ever see the infomercial for like the Hulk Hogan like Grill Master or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that shit is what the 2000s reminds me of. Or like the Jamster like ringtone commercials. It's like
It was a very consumerist decade, just without the like pretty aesthetics of the 80s and 90s.
yeah, I mean like that's what I'm kind of getting at, is that like everything's very like kind of like hyper consumerist, but like nowadays it's kind of obfuscated by the internet, where like if you want to consume, it's all kind of relegated to the internet, and everything's like a subculture now. But back then, it was just like, hey there, fuckers, we got a new Big Mac. Go buy the Big Mac. Supersize it.
We are kind of talking like eggheads here, very vaguely.
Yeah, this is all about the aesthetic. We haven't even delved into the movie itself yet.
Yeah. I think Clerks 2 was a good movie. I think it's fine. I think in some ways it's even better than the first. I think it's more polished. Yeah, there's some like dumb like, whoa, he fucked a donkey, bro. There's some like fucking American Pie riffs in here, because that's just the guy Kevin Smith is. Like he's a smart guy, but he's definitely kind of an immature guy. But Clerks 2, entertaining movie. A lot of people like say that this movie is shit because like the message of it is like be comfortable at your original position of like working at the quick stop, but it's like, you know what, they own the quick stop. It's a fine job, it's an acceptable job. Someone has to do it. Someone has to be in charge of those cigarettes and booze for the alcoholic degenerates of New Jersey. So you know what, I think it's a happy ending.
Yeah, and it's kind of a good movie that gives the characters like a nice wrapped up in a bow sort of ending, which I thought was kind of nice for just being a Clerks sequel. I mean, they wrapped it up. They finished it with that one. I think that was a good like happily ever after type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, it was a complete coincidence that they got like 50 grand from Jay and Silent Bob. I don't think that's like a thing that could happen on a normal basis. So it does make that mobility of being an employee to an owner a little like fictitious, but you know what? It's a happy ending.
I think
It's gonna
that's
be
a
well.
reference to the Jane Silent Bob movie.
Yeah, but I mean, you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it had a happy ending, and then Clerks 3 decided to take a big fat steaming pile of shit on that.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
A little
Uh,
bit.
and the Clerks 3. That movie, I felt when I watched it, felt very similar to the new Matrix movie. You know, the Matrix 4, whatever the fuck the subtitle is. The new one, the new one,
The
and
new
how
one.
kind of like meta it tried to be, you know, and how kind of like self-referential and kind of like
It knows it's too late.
yeah, exactly. You know, it kept making jokes about how old everyone is. It kept making like a meta commentary on not only the film but the making of the film and what the original Clerks stood for and everything else, and like the process of making it. Like the whole plot of Clerks 3 is a vehicle for Kevin Smith to tell us what he thought about making the first Clerks movie.
And look, I like Dante and Randall. I was happy there was a Clerks 3. I don't care how old they are, I will go see them. But I feel like there's this lack of confidence from Kevin Smith where he doesn't have enough faith in his own characters to really do anything new. So they have to like do like this like weird tribute thing to a movie they already done. And I can see like they had a lot of fun making this movie
Hmm.
from like a filmmaking perspective, but as an audience member, I just don't think I got enough. I feel like this was wasted opportunity. You know, you could do a lot with Dante and Randall. They are funny characters. Kevin Smith, he needs more confidence instead of this like self depiction. Like the Clerks cartoon, yeah, it was crazier. It's a whole different beast, but you had those characters do a bunch of crazy shit, and I'm like, well, why not have them do something new in this movie instead of just being like, oh yeah, remember that time? Because this movie, it felt more like a reunion to me than a movie, and
I felt that when I watched Clerks, the new one, Clerks 3, that it was like it was kind of like Kevin Smith was just kind of like trying to show us, you know, hey guys, we're old now, but we made this movie that got really big. We're
yeah,
referencing that movie now.
we'll make another one, you motherfucker.
Like he
It's
doesn't
like,
actually I don't know, it just felt too fucking meta for me. And plus
yeah,
the ham-fisted like cryptocurrency references. I hate that everything modern nowadays has to revolve around like crypto or like you know something like that, like some like
and
metaverse bullshit.
I didn't mind that. It was making fun of it. It was I don't mind that. That's okay. It's like I'm what there was dated shit in the first Clerks movie. There's nothing wrong with a little dated humor. It's fine.
I mean, I guess I
Yeah,
just I don't know. That shit always rubs me the wrong way because like you know I made a little like short film on my YouTube channel where I like made fun of like the idea of a future, kind of just like lampoon that sort of idea. And literally all it was me just going like, "Hey, I hired an assassin to kill my neighbor for 25 crypto bananas." You know, just
make that into a movie. Make that into a full feature length movie.
no. Anyways, um,
I'd watch it.
I mean, you'd watch slop. Let's be real here.
Alright.
You'd watch any kind of slop if I made it. I could make a video of me like I don't know, like shitting into a bucket, and then the bucket says like a cryptocurrency on the side of it.
No, I would not watch that.
Oh, okay. Suddenly
Yeah.
you have taste.
Now, if you did a remake of Cuck where you starred as the Cuck, I
N-
would definitely watch it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Speaking of, Randall says cuck in this movie.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah. Okay. I got nothing wrong with that.
The
See,
cuck counter has increased.
it's why I can't hate this movie, because I still find Dante and Randall entertaining. I was entertained by this movie. I wanted there to be fucking more, more, more. It just makes me mad that they wasted like the whole movie with this like self-tribute plot that went nowhere.
You could tell by the writing that Kevin Smith either browses Reddit or 4chan.
Kevin Smith probably browses fatfucks.org.
Fatfucks.com, you uncultured swine. You gotta keep the inside joke correct. You can't say fatfucks.org or fatfucks.gov.
You fucking libtard.
But no, I feel like he browses Reddit. Like,
yeah.
What subreddits do you think he browses? I think he might have been an r/brain cells member.
Brain cells?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like Kevin Smith might be a brain cell.
Nah, Kevin Smith, he's not a pretentious guy. That's what separates Kevin Smith from maybe like other directors. You know, he's down to earth. He's like, yeah, I make fucking bullshit. You know, if you listen to commentaries by him, he's always criticizing himself. He's not a tryhard, and that's the respectable thing about Kevin Smith, is that he's like seems like a genuinely like just good, chill dude. Now, maybe I feel like him being like a genuinely normal guy might have like stunted his growth as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
You know, make anything like really complex. But hey, you know,
I think he has a lot of integrity.
I'm sorry, what?
I think Kevin Smith has a lot of integrity. And in that sort of sense, I kind of look up to him as a filmmaker, because he really is a self-made filmmaker.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just think he's like a genuinely humble guy. He knows his limits, and I think that's why he kind of backed away from like mainstream Hollywood, because he's like, look, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to get you a box office of like a big budget blockbuster, you know?
Right.
You know, he knows this is his place, and he just wants to fucking shoot shit with his friends. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss, and sometimes you get kind of a weird mix, which is Clerks III.
You know, honestly, I think that's kind of respectable for him, because you know, directors that kind of get like wound up in the like Hollywood machinery, you know, they end up becoming like a part of that kind of mixed patchwork of you know, other directors, other studios, other, you know, creative minds and licenses. We don't have any auteurs anymore. And oh my fucking god, my Xbox notification just came up on my PC. I'm gonna kill someone.
That has to be the worst transition in a sentence I have ever heard.
That wasn't a transition. That was a goddamn Windows notification. Even though I have my shit set to Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, man, my grandmother, you know, before she passed, she was just such a great lady, and my Xbox notifications are just really ticking me off.
Look, man, I can't control when the recording gets ruined.
Okay.
This is the second occurrence throughout this recording that something has happened that's blown out my train of thought. Ass, yeah, blown out my ass. Yeah, welcome to Zoomer Tombstone. We blow out your ass. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but anyways, going back to the actual meat and potatoes of this conversation before I was so rudely interrupted by my friends on Xbox sending me bullshit. What?
Get over your friend sending you an Xbox friend invite.
It wasn't an invite, it was a message.
Oh. What did he say?
I don't fucking know. I didn't look at it. Anyway.
Read it out loud.
I'm not gonna fucking read it out loud. Okay, anyways. I lost my train of thought completely now. Thanks a lot. Now this has really gone downhill. Oh, fuck.
Ben Affleck and Impractical Jokers were actually in this movie with cameos. Do you think this movie relied too much on cameos?
I mean, a little bit, yeah, because like half of the entire movie was just, hey, remember this character from the first Clerks movie? They're back.
I look. It's like I said. It's like from a filmmaking standpoint, this must be like real fun for some people, to all get together again. But as like the person watching the movie, I'm just like, okay, well, where's the beef? It's like, where's the story? It's like, come on.
They just kind of show up out of nowhere. The lady from the second movie, the like love interest, was like dead, and she kept showing up as like a ghost or some shit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
I mean, I really wanted to like this movie. I really did.
I mean, I like it. It's not like amazing, but I like it.
Yeah, look, I guess it just feels like a Gen X like high school reunion in a way. It's like
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a movie series made by Gen Xers, and they're all like 50 now.
damn.
Like they're not young anymore, man.
They're not the slacker youth.
Yeah, they're not the slacker youth anymore. They're the burnt out like ex slacker fucking elders.
Yeah, like dads who play fucking like guitar at their like child's birthday party.
Yeah. And all the women are Karens, one way or
Yeah.
another.
Am I right, fellas? Can I get an amen?
Can I get an amen from my fellow brain cells?
How long have we been recording?
About 53 minutes.
Okay, I want to apologize. I feel like I've been doing like too many bits. Next time I'll try to lower my Deadpool ish around here. I've been
Let me just step back out from the fourth wall back into the third wall,
Yeah.
okay? Let me just
yeah. Let's patch that wall up. Okay.
let's rebuild the fourth wall.
Yeah, let's get the Donald Trump of imaginary walls over here. So,
So Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is kind of like Deadpool.
Oh, this is gonna make me want to kill myself. Already. Just that statement alone is enough to give me like more cancer than the East Palestine chemical spill. So here's something interesting. In 2019, Clerks was selected by the Library of Congress for preservation in the National Film Registry
Oh, damn.
because it was considered culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
What other movies were in there?
I don't fucking know.
Why don't you look it up, motherfucker?
It's on the Wikipedia page for Kevin Smith.
Okay, what other movies you think gotta be in there?
Well, now I'm looking at them. There's like Alien, Airplane, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Mr. Magnolium's Wonder Emporium.
I don't know. You could have said Mooseport. That would have at least been a bit more funny.
We gotta do a Mooseport review sometime.
Oh my god. Okay, why did I even bring that up? That's like Pale Death on a horse.
Hey bitch, it's me, Ray Romano, hit star from the major motion picture. Welcome to Mooseport. You have any questions for me, Ray Romano?
That was my Ray Romano impression, guys. Was it pretty good?
Yeah, it was great. It was great, man.
See, you're not giving me anything to work with here. You're not interacting with my bit.
What am I supposed to do? I haven't watched Welcome to Mooseport. What am I supposed to say? Hey, I'm Mooseport. Did you like it when I moosed all over the port?
No, just like I pretend I'm Ray Romano. Hey everybody, it's me, Ray Romano. Then
You sound like Kermit the fucking frog.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray Romano. I'm fucking gay.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray Romano.
Oh, hey, Ray Romano. What's up, Doc?
Hey Ray Romano, it's me, Ray Romano.
Oh, well, hey, Ray Romano. How's it going, man?
Oh yeah, Just chilling. I moosed all over the port.
Oh, cool. Hey, Ray Romano, me and my friend Ivan here are reviewing the Clerks movies. What's your opinion on the Clerks movies?
I think I want to kill myself.
Oh, well, go ahead. After seeing Ice Age 2, I think you should, Ray. Fucking do it. See, that's how you work with the bit. Take it from a pro.
Take it from a pro.
Yeah, take it up the ass like a pro. This is the worst episode we've
This is the
done.
fucking worst episode we've ever done. We didn't even really brush up on Clerks 2 at all. Like, we just kind of said, like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Like, oh my god. And
It's
then,
genuinely the best one because it's the most polished. It's, the acting feels better in the second one than the third one and the first one.
I mean, I gotta agree. Like, of all the movies, Clerks 2 really is, like, the nicest one.
Yeah, like it's the Empire Strikes Back of the Clerks franchise. It really is.
Like, I can appreciate the first Clerks for what it did, but the second Clerks as a movie is way better.
Yeah, and it feels like there's like an actual kind of like arc going on, whereas the first
Yeah.
one's just like yeah, the second one is a bunch of like skits put together, but there's like an overarching something, whereas the
Yeah.
first one's like, oh yeah, my girl, she hates me now. Oh well, bye.
Yeah, the skits happen for a reason. There's an actual, like, unifying purpose between all of them. They're all setups for, like, the actual plot, whereas the first Clerks movie, just things just happened.
Yeah, and okay. The donkey show in the second one, you could have taken that out.
Yeah, I thought that was deeply weird.
Yeah. Like, look, I don't mean to kink shame, but, donkey shows are just not my thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What made Kevin Smith think that would be funny to put in there? Just like a graphic depiction of a man fucking a donkey.
Well, Kevin Smith, he's not like this, like, brain cell, like, art guy. Like, at the end of the day, Kevin Smith is just like a New Jersey bro hanging out with his bros. He probably got drunk with his bros one day and was like,
Would it be like funny if like they all watch the guy like fuck the donkey?
like, it's like, I feel like as good of a director Kevin Smith is, there needs to be like one guy who just to say like, Kevin, no, and spray him with like a water bottle, like a dog or a cat.
God, what was that movie that he made before? What was it, like Asking Amy or some shit?
Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. Yeah, that movie fucking sucked donkey balls, dude. That movie sucks.
Why?
It's so bad. It's a rom-com from the 90s.
Yeah, but why is it bad?
It's just shit.
Well, why is it shit?
Low quality, the writing's all over the place, the fucking, like, pacing is, like, off the wall. It just ends abruptly. I don't know. It was, like, his second movie ever. And,
The second movie was Mallrats, but continue.
whatever. It was, like, his third movie ever. It just sucked. Mallrats was also a little weird, but they brought back Jay and
Mallrats
Silent
is
Bob for that one.
I like Mallrats. Mallrats is honestly better than Clerks, in my opinion.
I thought it was middling.
Well, that's what you get for being a fucking narc, a nerd, and a loser. Not me.
A narc, a nerd, and a loser. Might as well just line me up and shoot me, you fuck. God damn.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
You're building a
only nerds-
list over here, checking it twice.
Yeah. Look, Mallrats is a movie that speaks to me, like a classic cool guy, a slacker,
Clerks 2, like the humor of Clerks 2, always kind of gave me like some very light American Pie vibes. Like like the whole movie, like as a comedy, it's like it's a 2000s comedy syndrome, Every 2000s comedy always has to be like really crass, really strange. A lot of gags involve sex or farts or some shit throughout the movie. And at the very end of it, there's like an event that defines the movie that's like really bad. Like there's like the American Pie, the Naked Mile, and now there's Clerks 2, Donkey Show.
American, the Naked Mile I have seen at least 100 times.
My God, why,
Jerk off?
bruh?
What?
What?
Yeah, I've actually masturbated to that movie.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
changing topics. I feel like a reason why a lot of 2000s had that sort of like gross out humor stuff was like I don't know, in like the 70s, 80s, like the highest peak of joke was like getting like your principal's toupee in like the fruit punch bowl.
Oh yeah,
So I feel like American comedy was like repressed for so long that like
like
when you
Silver Age bullshit.
yeah, like when you could have a character fuck a pie, that just opened the floodgates. Everyone's like, "Whoa, he just stuck what in what? Oh, dude, I'm gonna have my character stick his penis in something in my movie."
Hell
Like,
yeah, dude. I want my
yeah,
character to fuck.
I want my character to fuck, but not people, but to fuck objects or donkeys.
Yeah, dude. My name's Kevin Smith. I'm gonna make my character fuck a donkey.
I mean, is it any worse than those Harvard writers who wrote for The Simpsons writing about Spider Pig?
A little.
Yeah.
I mean, Harvard writers are all kind of hacks, but they, I don't know. They at least don't like just go like, "Hey, sex, beer, boobs, fart, fuck, fraternity." You know.
I don't know. I'm sorry that you hate like beer, farts, and boobs. Not my fault. You're a fucking like libtard.
Yeah, I'm a fucking communist for not liking beers, farting, and boobs. Hell yeah, brother.
Well, yeah. It's just I don't know. Like when you see some bros enjoying some beer, farts, and boobs, do you fucking rain on their parade with your fucking communist like spiel?
I don't know how to respond to that, man. I really don't know how to respond to that. If I say
Anyway,
yes, then I sound like an asshole. If I say no, then I sound like I'm in denial.
American Pie is the strong arm of Western culture. I think we can all agree on that.
You know, I think I remember you made a reference to this before, but like the real root of all these like college style movies that are just like beer, farting, and boobs, all kind of started with like National Lampoon's Animal House,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
was like the first one.
yeah, and like ever since then they've always like college culture itself has bent to replicate that movie. In the back in the day, they used to be just very boring, kind of like social clubs for like alumni's kids to go to. Nowadays it's just like party, yeah, beer, toga, shit like
Yeah,
that.
dude. It's why the bitch in the first movie, Veronica, while she's a good girlfriend, she kind of pisses me off, like bitching that about Dante having a job because it's like I don't know, like working at a convenience store, like it's more productive to work full time there than like go to college and like get drunk and learn some like stupid gay shit like philosophy. You're 22 years old and you work at a convenience store. Your life is over, and it's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. It's
That
like, what
kind
do you want high schoolers to be in charge of like the cigarettes and beer? It's like, back off, woman.
that kind of like that kind of is emblematic of the naivete of the 90s where a lot of those Gen Xers kind of viewed like those dead end jobs not as sustaining but as like a step towards you know something else. Like they were all like temporarily embarrassed millionaires, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, you could do better than this. You're better than having a full-time job.
Yeah, like why don't you fucking just like humanize these jobs? And look, we're not saying like convenience store workers should get paid more than like doctors, but it's like at least like humanize them so they could be treated well, get paid decently. They'll maybe even have better service to the customers. And yeah, and maybe they'll even have more mobility to maybe own the store one day instead of just being like, oh, how dare you work a full-time fucking job? You're not even trying. And it's like, well, I don't know. It's like you have a job.
Right.
And it's like, okay, Dante is pretty shitty at his job because he closed it to play hockey. That was the point where I was like, okay, he should probably be fired. But otherwise, it's a necessary job. Just, don't fucking bitch to him.
I mean, it's better than a lot of people will do, because he could have no job.
Yeah, but
It's like, what if he just didn't have a job?
yeah,
Would he be wasting his potential then?
that's not good enough for America. It's like, oh, you have a job. Well, it's not like a job like mine, so therefore I'm not going to treat you like a member of society.
Oh, you have a job? Sorry. Your job isn't job enough, so we're not going to treat you as a human.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story here from our Clerks review is treat like normal employees of workplaces like humans.
Unless they like run out of Dr. Pepper 10, then you beat the shit out of them. You grab the fucking neck and you say, "Listen here, bitch. I'm gonna fire you."
Unless you of course it's perfectly permissible to kill them on the spot if they don't like triple double size your quadruple bypass burger.
Yeah, if they run out of Mountain Dew voltage, you could like literally kill them. It's 100% legal.
God, I really want to like just teleport the average fast food eater from like 2005 to now, and just unleash them on a restaurant and just be like, "What? You don't have any fucking surge? I'm gonna fucking kill you!"
Wait, the Cubs don't have the Monopoly scratch-offs? What?
What? You don't have plastic cups that I can keep and put in my kitchen cabinet forever and not use? Bruh!
But dude, in the 2000s, I'm sure it happens now, but it's like you go to like your kind of like ghetto friend's house,
Mm-hmm.
and all the kids' cups would be like from like the restaurants.
Yeah.
They would all
Just a wide collection.
just some like Denny's like scavenger hunt like map on the cup.
Right? Bro, I got the new fucking Master Chief Cup. Bro, I'm gonna go play Xbox on my Xbox.
Buy the new 12-pack Mountain Dew to get 2 XP points for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you fat piece of dog shit. You're gonna buy it anyway, you fatty fuck.
Oh god, I feel like half of this episode has just been like riffing on 2000s culture.
I miss being a stupid gay autistic kid and watching Har Har Thursdays every Thursday. Those were the days.
Har Thursdays.
Truly happy.
I miss being a stupid fucking autistic kid and just watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on the family DirecTV DVR. I remember watching Nicktoons Network on satellite TV. Yeah.
And then going to the movie theater to go see the Avatar, The Last Airbender live action movie, and then throwing a fucking tantrum.
Yeah. Because that's what I did. God, when I saw that, like, commercials for that, I literally was like, "Oh my god, it's fucking real!" And then I went and watched it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
And then, like, on the car ride home, like, you were, like, explaining the differences between the show and the movie to your, like, dad, and your dad was like...
No, like, I rented it on a DVD, right? Like, we had, like, a Redbox or something that we rented it off of.
Oh, that's 2000s.
Yeah, and we watched it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" They called him Ong. That's not his name. And the whole thing, yeah, they called him Ong instead of Aang. Like, they fucked up all the names.
Ong.
Ong.
Honestly, I think he did that on purpose just to troll the nerds.
I feel like M. Night Shyamalan should be drawn and quartered.
I feel like M. Night Shyamalan should be made president.
The day that M. Night Shyamalan becomes president is the day that I become a wanted fugitive. Like, I just have to say it like that. I'm sorry. Like, that guy, I'm like, I know he's made some good movies, but the dude is a hack. Look at how he massacred my boy.
Who should make the next live action Avatar movie?
Anybody but M. Night Shyamalan or
Kevin
J.J.
Smith?
Abrams.
Kevin Smith?
Probably not.
Dude, Ong and Sokka, they could have some like witty banter talking to each other.
Oh
Talking
shit.
about, like,
You know, I don't know why this reminded me of this, but you know what else reminds me of the 2000s?
what?
And it's another New Jersey movie. Harold and Kumar, the Harold and Kumar series.
No, I've never seen a Harold and Kumar movie.
Really?
No.
Damn. There is a Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, which takes place exclusively in New Jersey. And then there's Harold and Kumar Go to Guantanamo Bay.
And then wasn't there like a Christmas one?
I don't remember. Those are the two big ones, though. But, yeah.
So I have never been to a White Castle in my entire life.
I have had White Castle, but I've never been to one. I could say this. The burgers are kind of shit.
Yeah.
They're very, well, for one, they're small because they're sliders. And for two, they're shitty because they're soggy.
I kind of want a hamburger right now.
Well, maybe you should go to movies. Ooh. Topical Clerks movie reference. Yeah! Our patrons on Patreon are going to watch this episode and just be like, oh my god, these fucking idiots fell off so fucking hard.
Man, I had real high expectations for the Zoomer Tombstone podcast.
I expected cutting-edge commentary from a highly qualified pair of individuals, one of whom being a college-educated film major and the other one being an experienced YouTuber. Why are they just fucking whacking off and talking about hamburgers?
Well, my favorite Family Guy fart meme artist is not providing me with cutting edge social commentary.
Literally unwatchable, unsubscribed.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Nah, we don't believe that all of you viewers are like this, but I feel like there's at least one out there that's like, he's not making another Family Guy funny moment video. Fucking unsub.
I killed that guy. I actually murdered that guy. That guy's in my fucking room right now. His body's there. I'm
Alright.
literally eating his fucking neck.
Hey, round of applause.
Yeah.
Congrats.
But I'm not eating it in like a gay way like Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm eating it in like a manly kind of way, like how, like, let's just end this fucking podcast.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching Zoomer Tombstone. This has been Ivan and Synth Cool reviewing Clerks, the trilogy.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.